sports all plays. All sports all plays. All sports all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports all plays.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to G.W.R. Gonzo'S Wrestling Room, Monday, February 19, 2024. I'm Chris Gonzo'S, joined by Tony Gonzo'S and Marcus Fine. How's it going, guys?
I'm going pretty well. Had a pretty good weekend. Went to a great wrestling show Saturday night. DCCW 6th anniversary. Figured we'd go over that first. Marcus, you want to do the honors?
All right.
Maybe you guys just want to break it down match for match?
Okay. Match number 1. Rachel Armstrong defeated Already Mariko in the opener.
Yeah, I really liked that match. I really enjoyed it. Of course, the people who listen to the show, watch the show, whatever. Malenko's one of the fastest rising rookies I've ever seen. He sure don't look like a rookie. And, of course, Rachel just gets better and better. And a couple of moves that I hadn't seen her do before just really blew me away. I thought it was a real good match. I know it seems like DCCW uses her a lot in the opening matches, crowds into her. I thought it was a real good way to kick off the show.
I agree. I like the fact that she smacked him, then ran from him, and then ran around the ring about 14 times, and then went under the ring and popped out on the other side of the ring. And and he gave her an old-fashioned bear hug and squeezed the daylights out of her, and she still come out on top. So, all right.
Yeah, it was a good match. Good way to start the show.
Match 2. Jackson Morgan defeated TJ Powers. So
That was a good match. I mean, you had the very crafty veteran going against the beast, Jackson Morgan. Morgan ended up being a little bit too much for him.
yeah, Jackson's the beast. So yeah, TJ was old school, and you've seen a lot of old school because he put him in some kind of an ankle lock or something that you just don't see very often anymore. So,
I thought it was another.
yeah, we all decided all the matches could have main evented.
Yeah.
Match 3 was interesting. Mitchell Taylor took on Hidari, defeated Hidari with a pair of brass knuckles that he had brought to the ring. And Hidari got a hold of him, and that referee got a hold of him and threw him down, and Mitchell Taylor picked him back up and slugged Hidari in the head and pinned him. So we give that win to the referee, I guess.
Yeah. I got a feeling this may not be over. I think Hidari may be going out for some revenge here in the near future.
Yeah, I'd like to see those guys go at it some more. All right, one of the match points. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, you're fine. I was gonna say, I think we'll see them go at it again. I'm all for it. I thought it was an entertaining match.
Hidari's over. We'll talk about some other people that's over too. But Hidari's one of the most over wrestlers in Indiana, wherever he goes. So definitely a fan favorite.
All right, let's see. Match number 4, which was one of the matches of the night. We'll kind of have them bouncing back between two of them. Michael Elgin and G.W.R with the highlight reel in a very non-stop match. It was fantastic.
Yes, it was one of the fastest moving matches that I ever seen. I think it was spot on. One of the best tag team matches I've ever seen. Period. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. All 4 guys were fantastic.
Yeah, it was a real good match. Didn't know what we'd seen all them guys before, but we weren't expecting to see all them guys in the ring together at the same time like that. And it lived up to it. It was real good. And I thought and Dex and Elgin for not tagging together on a regular basis. You really couldn't tell that they don't tag together a lot. So I really enjoyed it.
Well, then Michael Elgin also showed what kind of strength he had when he not had just one highlight reel. He had them both and pulled them both up off the ground and then turned around. He didn't just hold them, he also spinned 180 with them. So, yeah, that guy, he is strong. Strong. And Dalton Love retained his DCCW title against returning Vinny Vachetti.
Yeah, I thought that was a great match too. On a lot of shows, it probably would have been match of the night. It was right up there. I love Vinny's work. I love Dalton's work. I thought they were spot on. I thought it was a really, really strong match.
Yeah, it was a real strong match. It surprised me a little bit that Vinny came in and went straight after the champ. He didn't hold no punches when he made his return. He came in and went straight after the top dog.
Yeah, and who would ever thought that Kelly Fine would help Dalton Love?
That's fact too. Yep, Kelly got a chop in on old Vinny. Thanks for Dalton holding. All right, 6-man tag team. Now, I went ahead and kept the original result. I don't think that 10-minute extra. I still think Gordon James, Kenneth James, and Ricky Guns defeated JKO, Mike King, and Hank Calhoun. I want to leave it at that.
Yes.
I'm not going to count that count out. I don't know.
That was another match. It was really, really good, really entertaining match. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Ricky Guns had a big opportunity there, wrestling with literally a ring full of legends, and Ricky held up to it, and he come right out, and he took an opportunity, and he ran with it. He did very well.
Yeah, I thought so too. I was just getting ready to give him a shout out. I mean, Marcus, what you say? He probably was in the ring with a total of guys that had if you total them all up together, maybe 130 years experience.
Oh shit, I don't know. Let's see. Joey's got what, 40? Mike King's got 25. Oh shit, I can't. It's over 100. Well over 100.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. 120, 130 years experience. He was in the ring with. So he told me he enjoyed it. I talked to him after the show, and he had a lot of fun, and I think he learned a lot. So definitely shout out to him. And like I said, it was a good match.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good match. With the guys in it, you didn't expect anything less. I don't think I haven't seen Hank as much as the other guys, or Ricky. I've seen Ricky, but not as much as the other guys. But I don't think I've ever seen James Gang or Joey or Mike in a bad match. So you have them guys in there, and then I know Hank has a lot of experience as well. So, but no, I thought Guns done well because that's probably one of the bigger spots he's been in so far in his career, and I thought he handled it well.
Yeah, I did too.
All right. Well, we have a new DCCW U.S. champion because the old champion had to relinquish his title. And in another match of the night, Zay Gates, new DCCW U.S. champion, defeated IK3 in one hell of a Zay is just like, man, he is on fire. And IK3, man, it was just. You watch the broadcast later. I think all we did was
Zay's
scream during that
unbelievable right
match.
now. That match was. If somebody told me that the tag team match was the best match of the night, I would argue. Yeah, if somebody told me that tag team match was the best match of the night, I wouldn't argue with them. If somebody told me this match was the best match of the night, I wouldn't argue with them. Them two matches. Yeah. I'm looking forward to watching that match back. It was fantastic. Right now, probably my match of the year.
Yeah, it's on my list along with that tag team match. They went on my paper for working towards the end of the year, which I know we just began, but so yeah, Zay now has the U.S. Championship. Go ahead. You got a little lag, so go ahead.
Our internet's acting up.
You want me to go?
Back.
I think
Are you there?
we're having trouble with the internet. But
Yeah, go ahead.
Right, well, I was going to say
we're
is Zay has the U.S. champion in DCCW, the Gunslinger champion in WCWO, the Warrior Pride championship, and I mean, he's just collecting these titles, and it's like,
Yes.
I see he's going to debut at Functified in their next show, and
Yes.
yeah,
Zay's been on fire.
Yeah, I know he's only been good maybe in his third year, but he's on fire as anybody else in the state of Indiana, man. He right now, I mean, it may make some people mad, but he might be the top guy in Indiana right now.
Him and IK3 put on a hell of a show Saturday night in the main event.
And the crowd was hot, and I don't know if you guys noticed it. I noticed it after the show was over. There was still a buzz after the show. 10 minutes later, when we was tearing down, there was still a buzz about that place. I mean, they saw a really, really great show.
yeah.
It was really good. Crowd wasn't their best crowd they've had, probably 150. But I thought that, like I said, it was still a great show. The fans were hot.
Yep, they was.
All night.
And if you missed the show, we'll be airing it tonight right after this show.
Yeah, definitely want to check that out. It was really, really strong.
Yeah, that main event, I don't want to say too much of what happened during it because we'll be airing it for people that haven't seen it. But man, some of the spots and some of the stuff they did, and then IK3 is so good as well that it just, man, that match was awesome.
Yeah, them two were spot on. Everything worked. Had great chemistry. It was just a fantastic match. The same thing with that tag team match, man. It was just everything was spot on, and it was so fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was so fast.
Yeah.
Margaret, do you have any other results or anything?
Do want to give a shout out to Jared Kripke. He became the new BMFX champion yesterday, defeating Thunder Kitty in I think it was a no holds barred match. It was a no DQ or something, but anyhow, that's all I want to have. Jared Kripke defeated Thunder Kitty yesterday in Lafayette and is the new BMFX champion.
Okay.
And then I have a few other things when you're ready.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if you noticed, they're going to have another season of WWE Legends. Have you seen this?
Yes, it starts next week.
Starts Sunday, yes. Randy Orton, Diamond Dallas Page, Razor Ramon, and I say that because that's the picture they have up. I don't know if they're doing Scott Hall or Razor Ramon, but Sergeant Slaughter, that's the one I want to see.
Yep.
Roman Reigns.
Sorry, Marcus. Alex, I think that'll help with that background noise.
Yeah, that's a lot better. And Davey Boy Smith. So Randy Orton, Diamond Dallas Page, Razor Ramon, Sergeant Slaughter, Roman Reigns, and Davey Boy Smith. Starts Sunday.
It starts off with Randy Orton.
Yeah. And then I have the final.
Somehow these mics are kicked off, and it was
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this mic was picking everything up.
Oh, okay.
I have a final recap for Little Brawlers, if you want that.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, final show. They had their finale last week. Psycho come back home because he had to train. He's surprised it was their daughter's second birthday party, and he showed up at the birthday party. Him and Pinky at Microfest, and then they showed Pinky and Psycho training. Little Show told Hot Rod that he was going to pass him the torch, that he was ready to take on and be the face of the Micros. And I have 3 of the 5 matches. Disco Dom and Zach Presley. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, Zach Presley and Disco Dom were wrestling each other, and Ivar, which is the outside commentator, made a statement about Disco being dead, and so Disco Dom went and picked Ivar up and threw him in the ring, and Zach Presley knocked out Disco Dom and let Ivar make the pin.
Okay.
Pinky defeated Psycho, and then Psycho ended up proposing to her at the end. So they're now engaged. But at the very end of the show, he done pissed her off, and they ended the show with, well, I'm going back on the road, and she got mad and walked away from him. So that's how they ended it. So they're still fighting. And Little Show versus Hot Rod in a cage. I'd like to see that. I hope that's out there somewhere. But Little Show decided, no, I'm not passing the torch, and ended up climbing out of the cage and winning. And then, of course, all hell broke loose out back. And so that's where they ended it. I'm pretty sure there will be a second season come up if they're leaving them on cliffhangers like that.
Probably. It seemed like the show did pretty well.
There, we knew would make an appearance. Hi there, dog. But that's all I had. I think I got all my notes covered.
Okay.
The Iron Claw is out for everybody to watch it. You can buy it on DVD now, and maybe we'll have a show down the road where we can discuss it. So
I'll have to take a break.
Yep.
I'll have to take a break from this TV show I've been watching.
Yep. You need to watch that so we can all because I've seen it. Marcus has seen it twice.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it again sometime this week.
Seen the new Snoop Dogg movie with Underdogs.
Well, we haven't seen that yet. We're not reviewing Snoop Dogg's movie.
No, I'm gonna watch. I tried to watch it a long time ago, and it wasn't on that thing yet.
Okay, guys. Well, I'll go ahead and I got a quick recap of some of the wrestling from this week. Monday Night Raw. Tell you what, Monday Night Raw last week was a really strong show. It was my show of the week. Really physical, and they've been really physical lately. A lot of good matches on the show. The highlight of the show for me, which I told you about, Marcus, and I know Chris seen it too. I'll see what Chris thought of it. Seth Rollins' promo with Cody in the ring, and he's telling Cody that he respects him and he made the right decision in going after Roman Reigns, and that he wants to help him, and that he wants to be his shield, and against the Bloodline. I thought it was really good. I thought it was really good storytelling throughout the night. Chris, what do you think of that promo?
I thought that promo was real good. I know you're going to talk about the other promo here probably in a minute, but I thought the one on Raw with Cody and Seth was better than the Rock and Roman went on SmackDown.
Yeah, I agree. Next up was NXT. Braun Breaker and Barry Corbin won the NXT tag team titles from the family. A really fast-paced show, and I think one reason for that, so fast-paced with a lot of quick matches, because they had a double taping that night. So I think that's one reason. Not that the matches were bad; they were still very good. And also wanted to give it was a pretty good show. I want to give a shout out to Big Glenn, which was he was there at the show. I seen him on the show. I'm going to see him again probably tomorrow too, since it was a double taping. But he said that he was there for all that time. He said he was like me at Comic-Con. He said he was starving to death. He was probably ready to kill somebody too, like I was that day when I was starving. But Glenn had a good time there, so shout out to him. Next up,
you guys get angry when you're hungry.
I do. I'm not gonna lie. Next, NWA Power. Marcus, I don't think Chris has seen any of the shows. I've watched both of them, the first one and the second one of the new season on the new CW app. The app's free. I I tell you, I thought both shows were really good. I thought the first show had a great hardcore match. They called it a hardcore death match. I don't know about the death match part, I guess because they used some light bulbs, but EC3 and Matt Cardona, I thought did a great job. I thought it was a really good match. On the second show, I thought the second show was pretty good. I know Max the Impaler beat Mims for the Unified TV Championship. I know Marcus not real thrilled about that. I don't know. I was kind of surprised. I wasn't expecting that. But one thing I have to say that both shows, and this was taped in front of a crowd. A bunch of these shows were, and I thought the crowd was really into both shows. So, and I thought the production has stepped up. I really liked both shows. Marcus, what do you think of NWA?
Oh yeah, I love that hardcore. I know why they blacked and whited it. It had to be because of the blood content. Had to be.
Yeah.
So that you didn't. But that hardcore match was something else. I've never seen action figures. I think Barbies were used at one time in a show not long ago, but all them action figures, and he dropped him on them and then thumbtacks and pulled that broken glass or that broken frame out.
Yep.
That had what? Matt Cardona, was it him that was in the picture?
I think so.
Pile drived his head down through it, or no, DDT'd him down through it. And then the only thing I thought was weird was when they made the pin, that poor old referee had to make a 3 count on top of glass, thumbtacks, because they done broke the light tubes and broken action figures. And that ring was littered in sharp objects, I guess is all you could say. But
yes, it was.
And then, like I said, I wasn't happy that Mims lost. I liked Mims. I don't care for Max the Impaler. And, well, Max the Impaler's on a hotbed right now. So I kind of get why they done what they done. But I was hoping Mims had won it.
Yeah, I was too. I thought Mims was going to win it, but I was a little surprised by that result. Tanner was asking, did we see Jeff Hardy injury? I'm going to be talking about that here in just a minute, Tanner. You may not like what I have to say, but I'm going to be talking about that here in a minute after I'm done with the rundown. Next up, AEW Dynamite. Really strong match, opened the show. Dax Harwood versus John Moxley. It was a really good match. I really liked it a lot. I like the build they've got with Samoa Joe and Swerve and Hangman they got going on right now for the pay-per-view that's coming up on March 3rd. I actually think that their build for this pay-per-view has been pretty good. One of the better builds. We'll see how the show does. I kind of think that the pay-per-view is going to be pretty good. Again, that's on March 3rd. Thought the show was decent. I didn't think it was as good as last week's, in my opinion, but a decent show. Next up, SmackDown. 4 really good matches on the show. I really enjoyed. They were mostly qualifiers for the Elimination Chamber. Women's matches and men's matches are really good. I'm really liking the Final Testament, the group with Karrion Kross and Scarlett and AOP and Paul Ellering. I like what they're doing with them. Hope they keep it up. I figure they're not really going to hit their stride to probably after WrestleMania, but I think they're doing a good job with them. And next up was the promo with the new Bloodline. The Rock has officially joined the Bloodline. And I didn't think it was a bad promo, but it reminded me of maybe The Rock when he was in the what group was he in there with Mark Henry in him? What was that called?
Nation of Domination. Nation of Domination.
Yeah, kind of remind me. Yeah, kind of remind me of promos like that, or a little bit of Hollywood Rock, and not that it was bad. It was an entertaining promo, and also I think had some Easter eggs where you don't know what direction.
We'll say if you really watched, because there were like when he said I'm going to take you down or something, he was kind of looking toward the direction and pointing toward looking toward the direction of Roman.
Well, he says Cody Rhodes and he's pointing to Roman Reigns. So I'm wondering also when he held up the ones, he had a thumb out and that is something that Cody Rhodes used to do with the Bullet Club. So there's a lot of Easter eggs there. I think they're doing it on purpose. I don't know where they're going. So the promo was good. But
I noticed both those as soon as they happened, especially actually both of them, but especially when he was like this, because I mean, it just stood out because everybody else. But when he said that about going after Roman or Cody, and pointed at Roman also, I noticed that too. But yeah,
very interesting. But after, just for me personally, after what happened at the press conference, and The Rock was a very more serious Rock when he stepped up to Cody and everything. I thought we were going to get more of a diabolical, more serious Rock. That's just what I was expecting. It's not what we got. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong. It just wasn't what I was expecting. SmackDown was a very good show, but again, I thought Raw was the show of the week, at least for me. Next up, I had a few topics we're going to go over real quick, and then I had some other stuff here for you guys. Next up, it was like Tanner asked about the Jeff Hardy injury. Well, I was going to bring that up. Sammy Guevara wrestled Jeff Hardy at the taping of Dynamite, and it aired Friday night on Rampage. It was an opening match. It was a hardcore match. They did table spots, did some spots, and it wasn't bad. It was decent. Then he looked like he's going to try to finish him off, and he goes to the top rope and he does that backflip, and Hardy puts up his knees to block it. Well, Guevara's off target, and his knee and leg and foot hits Jeff Hardy in the face. Looks like the temple and the nose. It was ugly. Hardy finished the match, and they showed it. They didn't edit any of it out on Friday because that was taped. They didn't edit any of it out. But I've seen some other footage that people took at ringside, and both Hardys were very upset. And Hardy was having a hard time. He ended up taking the pin, but he was having a hard time even standing up after the match. And people giving on the internet giving Guevara a hard time, and Guevara's comment was, they pay me to do these dangerous spots. That's what I get paid to do. Well, that's fine. If you get hurt yourself, I guess I don't have a big problem. But when you're hurting other people, I think something needs to change. Yeah, I don't know why Hardy's doing these hardcore matches. I don't he's not in the shape to do it, and I wish he'd stop. I think he needs to, if he's on his last legs of the tour or last couple of years, just go out there and wrestle. The fans are going to be thrilled to see you. You don't have to do all that stuff and take that stuff. That's just my opinion. Well, Chris, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it, but I mean, you could say that that's what they want you to do is because it's that's what you get paid for, do dangerous moves. All them guys get paid good because it is dangerous in there, but you don't get paid to hurt the guys that you're working with. You got to take care of the guys you're working with. So I think what he's trying to say really don't make no sense because I mean, just getting in there is dangerous.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to take care of the guy you're with. If you can't do them moves where it's safe for the other guys.
And this ain't the first time he's hurt somebody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you can't do that stuff without hurting guys, in my opinion, you need to quit doing it.
he hurt Matt Hardy a few years ago. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. The next thing I was going to talk about was a promo that was also on Dynamite that didn't make any sense to me. Darby Allin was doing a promo, and I know he was trying to put down the Young Bucks and EVPs and stuff like that. Basically, in a roundabout way, he said that they were terrible EVPs, and the reason he was there was, and why he's there in AEW is because of Cody Rhodes. So now a chant breaks out for Cody Rhodes on Dynamite for 3 or 4 minutes, crowd yelling for Cody Rhodes. I don't think that's what you want on your TV show.
No, you don't.
I mean,
not at WrestleMania time.
Yeah, I mean, and like Tommy Dreamer brought up on Busted Open, he said what he should have said the reason he was there and the good EVP and the reason there's there's a reason that there's a show. He said, yeah, Cody and them guys put a lot of stuff together, but the money man was Tony Khan. He should have been saying that Tony Khan was the man, and put over Tony Khan. Why are we putting over Cody Rhodes? And I thought that was really dumb on their part. I mean, and some people say, well, they don't approve. They don't have to get their promos approved. Well, maybe they should get their promos approved. Yeah, it didn't make any sense to me. I thought that was a dumb move on their part. And the last thing I had was the Elimination Chamber comes up Saturday. This Saturday is going to go over that a little bit. See, get you guys' thoughts on it. It airs live 5 in the morning, Saturday. I'm gonna get up and watch it. At least that's my plan. Well, your wife works. My wife works overnight. Not your wife. My wife works overnight. I might just stay up all night and then lay down when she comes in.
Wait a
Okay,
minute.
it'll be grouchy later, Chris. Just be ready.
Saturday. We don't have a show till later.
So you plan on staying up all night before?
Well, we'll see. I'll probably just get up.
It don't matter because he'll sleep on the way to the show anyway.
Well,
so
sure.
he'll get
Well,
a nap
yeah.
on the way
Yeah.
there.
Then we'll put him over in that room next to us and pull Wiley in there, I guess.
There's no maybe on the way back either.
No, sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. I didn't sleep on the way home this other night.
Because it was across town.
And I'm surprised you didn't. I've seen you fall asleep that amount of time before.
I don't think I did the last trip we took on the way home. So just sleep. I got the
No, you
nap.
didn't wake up from Crawfordsville. There's no way you from Crawfordsville without sleeping a little bit. There's no way.
Okay, so let's go over this elimination chamber. First of all, we got the men's elimination chamber. In that is Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Bobby Lashley, LA Knight, Kevin Owens, and Logan Paul. Guys, I'm going with Drew McIntyre. The winner is supposed to take on Seth Rollins. I mean, I just think there's more of a story there than with anybody else. I mean, there'd be nothing wrong with going with Orton or LA Knight or Owens, but I think it's going to be Drew McIntyre. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think I agree. I don't see Bobby Lashley. That'd be a shock. Out of all of them, he's probably the lowest one on that list, but yeah, I'll probably say Drew.
And then we have the women's. Only 5 of the people have been named. They're going to name the other one tonight on Raw. I think it was going to be a battle royal or something to get that last spot. But we got Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, and Naomi. I think it could be Lynch, Belair, or Morgan, but I'm going with Lynch. There's a story there with all 3 of them. Stratton's new. I don't think so. I don't think Naomi really has a story right now. They're just coming back from TNA. I'm going to go with Lynch. I'd be happy with either one of the 3. But I think Liv Morgan would be out of them 3 would be my third favorite. I'd rather see Belair or Lynch, just me personally. But I'm going to go with Lynch.
Who would they go against?
They go against
Bayley?
Against Rhea Ripley. As long as Ripley keeps the belt. She's got a match on Elimination Chamber against Nia Jax.
No, she ain't gonna lose to Nia Jax.
And not in Australia either, I wouldn't think. Not in her hometown.
I tell you,
I think
because of the
Lynch.
press conference, I'm gonna go Becky Lynch. They kind of teased us at the press conference, I think.
Yeah, Justin says Jade. Well, she's not in the match yet. We'll see if she's in that battle royal tonight and finds her way in.
Is that big muscle woman?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't see her going to WrestleMania though, but I could see her being in the Elimination Chamber though.
Yep. I think she could have a match at WrestleMania, but I don't think it'll be for a belt.
Well, that's
Not
what I
yet.
meant.
I don't.
Meant.
Yeah, I don't personally at this point. But then we got Rhea Ripley against Nia Jax. Like I said, I agree with Marcus. I don't think Rhea Ripley's losing to Nia Jax, especially in the fact it's in Rhea Ripley's home town of home place of Australia. And then the other match that's been announced so far is the Judgment Day versus Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate. I would love to see Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate win the match, but I don't think the Judgment Day is losing the titles right now.
I don't either. Yeah, they could do that. Jade versus Belair.
I think that would be interesting. I think that'd be really good.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, guys. Got some stuff here. think I'll go with the bracket first and then see where we're at on time. I've got a Bleacher Report bracket, 16 person bracket, and it's the worst Bleacher Report worst pro wrestlers names of all times.
Well, this will be fun.
Okay. I'm going to start off with number one. Their number one was the Ding Dongs. And against number 16, Terra Rising. And Marcus, do you know who Terra Rising was?
Yes, I do. I seen him wrestle as terrorizing.
Yep. Triple
Wait.
H. Started
seen
in
him wrestle as
WCW as
Terra
Terra
Rising.
Rising.
Can I
I
throw
did too.
something in here real quick?
Yeah.
I watched since we watched the Iron Claw, I'm going back finding those matches, and they have Ric Flair and Kevin Von Erich when he wouldn't release the grip. It's in 1985, May of 1985. You go and looking, but in the opening bout of that program had a guy named Thor, and that's Nails. It was Nails, a very young Nails. But yeah, if you want to see that, it's like you got to read them. But it's May of '85 if you want to see that Kevin Von Erich Ric Flair match where he held the claw on and they had to come out and pry him off of it.
Okay. So what do you guys think? Worst name? I think Ding Dongs by a long shot there is the worst name.
I met one of those guys. I think it was one of them.
Alex says Ding Dongs.
Who was in the Ding Dongs?
I don't know. To be honest with you.
Is Justin Danger on? Would he know? I think I seen he was here.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's on.
Yeah, I think it's a Ding Dongs guy. Next up, number 8 versus number 9. I didn't think this was such a terrible name. I mean, not that it was a super great name, but number 8 they had Shark Boy against number 9, Shaggy Two Dope.
Shark Boy's still wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just in the state within the last 6 months, so Shark Boy's not.
There's a lot worse names. Yeah, I thought there's a lot worse
Have
names.
you ever seen him work though? That gimmick works perfect for him. So
yeah, I have.
that other guy. What was the other name?
Shaggy Two Dope.
Yeah, Shark Boy. Austin was a big Shark Boy fan when he was younger.
Well, Shaggy Two Dope's from Posse, Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah, ICP.
Yeah,
well, that explains a lot.
Yep. Okay.
He probably hanging out with Walter.
Yeah,
that's what I was just thinking. I just didn't say it.
Yeah, well, Walter be pissed.
Shaggy Two Dope.
Walter be pissed. Next up, number 5. Isaac Yankem was number 5 against number 12. Let's see if you know who this is, Marcus. I don't remember this gimmick. I remember the guy in a different gimmick. M.I. Smooth. He wrestled in WCW. Do you remember who that was?
No, I don't even remember the name.
Okay, I didn't either, really. Ice Train. Remember Ice Train?
Yeah. Okay.
He was M.I. Smooth first.
Yeah, he's one of them guys that were trying to find a good name for him and they never really found one. But M.I. Smooth, and who's the other one again? I'm sorry.
Isaac Yankem.
Oh, that Isaac Yankem was just genius on that. Play on words. I'm going to go Smooth.
Smooth. What do you guys think out there?
Yeah, that's what I just looked it up, Justin, on the Ding Dongs. It was Greg Evans and Richard Sartain. Justin had put it up there as well.
Well, who was Tank Abbott with?
They were also called the Rock and Roll Rebels.
Okay, I don't remember them either.
The Rock and Roll Rebels and Ding Dongs was their names. It was Greg Evans.
Do you remember Tank Abbott? Who was he with? I thought he was a Ding Dong. Maybe he wasn't.
No, he wasn't a Ding Dong, but he was with a crazy group.
Because I met Tank Abbott down in Columbus.
Everybody's saying Smooth also.
The Dicks. He was part of the Dicks.
Okay.
Yeah. See, Ding Dong's Dick. Yeah, see, I had the right.
Okay. Ding Dong Dick. Yeah, that's close. Okay. Next up, speaking of dicks, number 13, Big Dick Johnson against number 4, Beaver Cleavage. Beaver Cleavage.
Those are both terrible.
Beaver Cleavage was Mosh.
Yeah. Was lusting after his mom, June Cleaver. Yep, I remember. The other guy was in ECW, right?
I think he was ECW, and I think he was even had some stuff in WCW.
As Big Dick Johnson?
I think so.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to go Beaver Cleavage only because the gimmick was stupid. Stupid. The whole gimmick was just stupid. Even Mosh even said this is stupid and stopped doing it. So
Yeah, I think Beaver Cleavage too.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, guys, number 3, and this is another one. I mean, not that I thought the gimmick was great, but I thought this was just like Shark Boy, and this one was their number 3 worst, Curry Man, against number 14, Bastion Burger. I think them two should have been switched. Well, Bastion Burger was a lot worse name than Curry Man.
oh, yes, Fire and Ice. That's right. I remember the Hood guys, too. That was on... they brought the Legends in.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. Cage match, wasn't it?
What do you guys think about?
I like Bastion Booger.
think
He
that-
was gross, disgusting, but I liked him. I'll go the other guy.
Oh, you think Curry Man was worse?
I guess I'm going by performance.
What do you think, Chris?
Oh, I was going to say Curry, but it looks like
Like Booger. I'm going with Booger.
Well, see, I'm going by not the name. I'm going by the career. I like Boogie or Bastion Booger better, the name was. Yep.
Okay, next up, number 7 against number 10. Number 7, Henry O and Phineas, the Godwins. Was their number 7. Henry O. Godwin and Phineas Godwin against number 10, Meat. Meat was Sean Stasiak.
Ron Stasiak, and he come out in his underwear with those women. PMS.
Yep,
I think they all became
Terry
PMS.
and whoever else was.
Pretty Meat Sisters. Meat.
Yes.
I hated Meat. I liked the play on Pig and Hog. That was just good marketing. I want to go with Meat.
I agree with you. I thought Meat was a lot worse.
everybody's saying Meat.
Yep. Meat sucked. Who wrote that?
It was
Sure.
very good too.
Okay,
I think
next
the only
up,
reason he got in there was because his dad was the world champ for a brief time, the transition.
number 11, Tugboat versus number 6, Z.E. Gangsta. And Z.E. Gangster was Zeus, but it was Zeus in WCW.
I think he's going to put Tugboat against Shockmaster, but
Shockmaster didn't make the list.
Zeus should have just stayed Zeus. I'm going to have to go the other. I'm not Tugboat, but Zeus's other.
I agree with you. I think Z.E. Gangster is worse too.
I agree.
I've seen Zeus.
Next
in
up,
person,
number
too.
2. Number 2, Blue Meanie versus number 15, Puke.
Puke. I'm at Blue Meaty.
Yeah, I didn't think Blue
was
Meanie
there today. I'm at Blue Meaty because it was a TWF.
I didn't think Blue Meanie was that. I mean, not that it was a great character or a great thing, but I thought there was a lot worse than him.
Yeah.
I think Puke also. And Puke was
Draws off.
yeah, draws off. Yeah.
Yeah, or whatever. Draws.
Okay, second round, guys. We got Ding Dongs versus Shaggy Two Dope. That's close because I thought both was really terrible.
God.
And sorry, ICP fans.
I'm on Too Dope. That's just stupid.
Ding Dongs were really bad. I think I'm going Ding Dongs. What do you think, Chris? Two Dope or Ding Dongs?
Ding dong.
Kelly's going with Shaggy. She actually agreed with you on something, Marcus.
Well, it ain't going to happen too often, but she does every so often.
All right, now we got 3 Ding Dongs.
And it ain't us.
No.
I'm not going to see. I'll get there before somebody else got there.
That's going to be Ding Dongs, guys. Next up, Am I Smooth versus Beaver Cleavage.
Sounds like Am I Smooth and that other guy ought to have been a tag team. Am I Smooth and who? Beaver Cleavage?
Yep.
I'm going Beaver Cleavage because that was so damn dumb.
What do you think, Chris? Which was worse?
I'm gonna go Beaver Cleavage.
I think I am too. I don't think that's going to happen. It'll be interesting next round. Next up, Booger versus Meat.
For people tuning in, you better explain that.
Ashton Burger versus Meat.
People tuning in, and that's the first thing they heard. They're like, "What the hell's this shit?" It's like,
Which was worse?
I'm gonna say Meat.
You think Meat was worse?
yeah, I'm still going Meat.
Well, at least Meat got to come out there with two good-looking women.
But they had to because he wouldn't have been nothing if he. Because he sure the hell couldn't
Yeah,
wrestle.
Everybody's going with Meat. So next up, ZE Gangster versus Puke.
I'm on Puke.
I'll say Puke.
I think I'm going Puke too. Yep, I think Puke. Looks like it's going to be Puke. What do you think, Marcus?
Oh yeah, it's Puke.
I don't know if you can hear us. Okay, we're down to our final four. This round matchup is going to be interesting. Ding Dongs versus Beaver.
No
Ding
wonder
Dong
you were
versus Beaver
laughing.
Cleavage.
No wonder you're laughing. We're going to get canceled. They're going to change our rating.
And the next one's Meat against Puke. Oh,
I'm gonna
God,
say Ding Dongs.
that's tough.
I do too because I wanted to end up being Ding Dongs versus me. So.
I'm going with Ding Dongs. Ding Dongs.
Oh, this is terrible.
This has took a weird turn. Yes, it is. What did you say, Chris? Ding Dongs? It's gonna be Ding Dongs. Next up, in this last to make it to the finals, Meat against Puke. Well, I'm voting for Meat.
I am too, just to make the final to be. Oh gosh.
Yep.
I am losing it. This is funny as hell.
I think it's gonna be Meat. What do you think?
Gonna be
Chris?
Meat.
Okay, guys, the finals of the worst Bleachers Report worst pro wrestling names. We've got number 1 Ding Dongs versus numbers 10 Meat. Ding Dongs versus Meat. Now this was off the Bleachers Report top 16, guys. So don't blame me for this.
Well, I'm not. This is the best one we've done.
So which is worse, guys? Ding Dongs or Meat? Jerry Repair said Ding Dong Meat.
I'm gonna say Meat.
I think Meat was the worst.
Yeah. I'll go Meat.
I think so too, guys. Ding Dongs were awful bad, but
They're giving
What's really bad is all those were actual names.
yeah. Oh, the doctor's back. Looks like it's going to be Meat, guys. So the worst name on our list on the Bleacher Report for the worst names, pro wrestler names, end up being number 10 Meat, according to us and our fans. That's checking things out. So meet the ding dongs.
Don't think too deep into that.
Nope. Had some interesting facts here, and thought we'd hit real quick before we get out of here. Wrestlers with the most matches in WWE history. This list was last updated July of 2023. Who do you think had the most matches in history, WWE history?
Oh, Bruno. I'll go Bruno.
See, I would think so. I'm wondering if they didn't count WWF because
Oh, well,
he's not on this. He's not in the top 15.
or any of them pre 2000, 2001, 2002.
No.
All right, so it is once the name changed over. Well, hell no, I got to think about it. Well, you know it ain't Roman Reigns. I'm pretty sure he ain't on there.
We had a guess. Jeremy Perry said Ziggler. He came in at number 2 with
Danger said Tito Santana.
Tito is not on my list.
Yeah, because he's
Dolph Ziggler had 1,554 matches as of July 2023. He's number 2 on the list.
and there's one right above him.
Yes.
Okay.
Alex says Kofi.
Kofi is number 4 on the list with 1,530.
Hank says
Somebody said Orton.
Orton. Yeah.
Orton was number 5 on the list, 1,486. Again, that's July of 2023 was when this list was done.
Alex says Becky.
How about Jericho?
Becky is not on the list. Jericho is number 13 of the top 15 that I have. 1135.
Gunther.
Nope.
Justin Danger. It put Gunther.
I'll tell you one that I thought would be on the list and is not. Undertaker. On the list. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you the number 1. The number 1 with 1,802 matches as of July 2023 is Kane.
I can see that.
Number 3 on the list was Big Show with 1,547. Miz coming at 6th with 1,481. Sheamus was 7th with 1,423. Cena was 8, 1,412. Seth Rollins was 9 with 1,224. R-Truth was 10th with 1,200. The only female made the list was Natalya. 1,160 was number 12 on the list. Okay, here's an interesting one. Most matches on Monday Night Raw. What do you guys think?
Shawn Michaels.
Did not make the top 10.
Oh, it's just the top 10. Okay, well, not that that mattered, but and then Stone Cold.
Stone Cold is not on this list. Well, you got to remember he was in Raw. Belly career was only what, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Justin Danger says Edge.
Edge is not in the top 10.
What about Kane?
Triple H.
Triple H is number 4 with 384 matches on Raw. Kane is number 2, 442.
Hank says Miz.
Miz is number 6, 357. Triple H is 4th with 384. I'm gonna read the top 10 and then see if anybody gets the number 1 guy before I get there. Number 10 was Kofi Kingston with 328. Sheamus 9, 332. Ziggler 338 at 8. 7 Big Show 339. Miz 6, 357. Cena 5, 381. Triple H 4, 384. Jericho 425 at 3rd. Number 2 Kane 442. Does anybody have a guess for number 1? Not RVD.
Nobody's got it yet.
Not Punk.
Is he still working today?
Yes.
I can,
Just made a comeback.
Randy Orton.
Yep. Randy
Yeah,
Orton.
I was trying to think of the long term. So yeah,
Orton 456.
I said they're trying to take 20 years worth of. Yeah. Okay.
I got one last thing here. Longest wrestling matches in history. At number 1, it was called the Infinity Gauntlet for LAS, July 7th, 2014. It was Chris Hero versus Rich Swann. Ended in a draw. 190 minutes.
They wrestled for over 3 hours.
Yes.
Man, that'd been boring after. Man, I did. And who did that?
Chris Hero and Rich Swann.
Is that in the U.S.?
I believe so. I'm not sure. Number 2 was in New Japan. Antonio Inoki. This was in 1987. Antonio Inoki defeated Masato Sato in an island death match in 1 hour and 25 minutes and 40 seconds.
Man, they'd have to do a lot to keep somebody's attention for.
Number 3. This was in January of 2021. Game Changer Wrestler and Iron Man. Jordan Oliver defeated Tony Deppen in 1 hour 20 minutes.
Damn, half the field just
Dude.
crashed.
2 hours. Number 4, didn't have all the names, but it was at G.W.R Wrestling, October 22nd, 2005. 16-man tag match, 1 hour and 4 minutes.
And they all stood on the ring apron.
Yeah, I guess.
Was it an elimination match?
It don't say. It just said it was a tag, 16-man tag at G.W.R.
That'd be a
write down all the names. I
cracker's
didn't have enough
nightmare.
room.
If you didn't have a camera above the ring, you wouldn't know what was going on in the front row. That many people standing around.
So you wouldn't be able to see. You
I know.
wouldn't be able to see the ring.
16-man tag team. That's 32 guys. And probably
Well,
Ref Cody would have
I
been the
wonder if
referee.
would they be calling a 16-man tag? Maybe would they be calling that? Well, yeah, because the 8-man tag would be 60. Yeah, I think 32 guys. That's crazy. Number 5. This was the NWA. Carl von Bronner, 1968, and Kurt von Bronner, in a Texas Death Match tag against Dory Funk Jr. and Dory Funk Sr. 95 minutes.
Yeah, I've heard of that match.
Number 6 on the list was IWA Mid-South, Chris Hero again, against CM Punk. This is February 2003. Three Falls, 92 minutes and 15 seconds. And then 7 on the list, I only had 8. WWF MSG, August 1964. Bruno Sammartino, Waldo Von Erich, and a draw 81 minutes.
They probably hit the curfew time limit.
Which one did you see, Justin?
Back in the old days, they had the curfew.
One.
They
I think it was
had to be out at 11.
not the one you just said, but the one before.
The Mid-South one with Hero and Punk.
Yeah, I think it was that one.
And my last one was number 8, Bruno versus Monsoon. I don't have the year down. 70 minutes. But that had to be probably early 70s or late 60s.
I think actually
Monsoon.
that one of them is on the box on Peacock.
I would say Bruno and Monsoon probably is.
Yeah, I think it is because I think I've seen it.
I love wrestling, but I don't know about an hour.
Well, we were talking, 15 matches being I couldn't see having the same 2 guys in the ring for 3 freaking hours. That's even worse. That's a whole show.
190. Yeah.
Some places that's a whole show. Some places that's just about.
That's the
Half a
pre-show.
show.
That's on half show for watching.
That's the pre-show. And 16 tag teams. That's the one that I'd love to see. Give me that date again on that. I'm gonna see if I can't find that. That 16-man tag team.
Here, let me see again. I
Oh,
think
let's
it
see if
was
that's on YouTube.
Shakur. Let me see, Marcus. It was at October 22nd, 2005 at Shakira Wrestling. 16-man tag, hour and 4 minutes. Or 104 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't find that. I gotta see that.
Oh, it's
wonder
going
if
to put
it's
me
a-
on the spot.
Yep.
Uh-oh, Marcus. Kelly's asking her questions again. Well, I'm going to have to be honest. I'm sorry, Marcus, but I'm scared of Kelly.
You and the rest of them. You've seen what she could do. She could chop the hell out of you. You've seen that.
I've seen, and she can be heel. She can be good. She can do both. You don't know which is going to be from day to day. I'm so sorry, Marcus.
Chris, I
think
guess
you
you better be
understand.
thinking because they'll come to you one day.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much, hey, everybody, next week we're going to be doing a topic, and maybe you guys can weigh in on it. We're going to be talking about our favorite matches and memories and stuff.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, for next week. So be thinking about that, and I've got a lot of them from, because heck, I've been watching since the early '70s and probably even into the late '60s. So try to think of what really got to you, what really, what matches or moments or characters that really got you, and why. So be thinking about that, and you guys can weigh in on that with us.
You bringing anybody?
Also, don't forget that.
You bringing anybody
What'd
in
you
for
say?
that?
Austin's coming in.
All right. Did you want to invite anybody else?
Yeah, I don't care. Somebody like to come on.
How about Justin Danger? Would he be willing? He watches a lot of stuff.
That's true. Yeah, if he
Justin,
wants
you
to
want
come
to come on
on.
next week?
Then don't forget here. Probably just a few minutes after we end this show, we'll be airing the DCCW 6-year anniversary show that took place Saturday night that we were at live. We didn't have internet there, so we couldn't air it live. We'll be airing that tonight. Hank said he might be able to come on Monday.
Yeah, he'd be good too. Yeah.
And then, but yeah, we'll be airing that. I put out 8:30, so it'll be right around 8:30 tonight. So make sure you check that out because it was an awesome show this weekend.
Great show. Give a shout out to people at DCCW, all their staff and their helpers and their security do a great job. Definitely Coondog and Jared do a great job. Great show. Also, the help they get from WCWO and Joey Owens people weigh in and help, and just definitely watch the show. You won't be disappointed. It was a great show. And we've got some good shows coming up.
Yeah, we got a benefit show in Greenfield on Saturday.
Yes.
FEW and WCWO are doing together.
And not only that, we won't be at this, but FEW's got two shows back to back. They got one Sunday too, so definitely check that out if you're in the Greenfield area. We won't be at that show on Sunday. We'll be at World Pro because we was already booked, but we will be there Saturday at FEW for that benefit show with WCWO. Definitely for a good cause, and I'm definitely going to be a great show. And the second show for FEW will be great, and so we're going to World Pro. I expect it to be really good too. So I think it'll be great also. So.
And if you can make it to the dub on Friday,
Yeah, Billy Rick took out about half the field there for a second. Glenn's probably going crazy because Elliott's in 5th right now.
Yeah, top 5.
He got up to 2nd with about 18 to go, and then fell back to 9th, and then that wreck happened. Could have a chance.
Yep. We'll have 8-9 laps to go.
But well, do you have anything else?
No, I think we're good to go. Hey, Chris and Marcus, if you get a chance, I know we're going to be busy this weekend. If you can, try to watch Elimination Chamber before Monday, if you can.
And the Deb, if he wasn't at the Deb Friday since it snowed out, all the matches I was told that were scheduled for this past Friday since the weather got really bad will take place this Friday. So anything you wanted to see didn't happen yet, and they're going to do it this Friday from what I was told.
Okay.
And that's where we plan on being. The Deb Friday, Greenfield on Saturday, and Warrior Pro on Sunday. Busy weekend.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
We appreciate everybody watching. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Like and follow Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, or at Gonzo Sports Room as well. Like I said, don't forget we will be live here right about 8:30 with DCCW 6-year anniversary show. That'll be on our YouTube page at Gonzo Sports Room. It won't be live on Facebook. It'll just be live on YouTube and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. So go check that out. And we'll see everybody next Monday.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
Here, this is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass.